Hello everyone, Bashar here. Recently Green Dawn has been patched up to 1.15, 1.151 I think. So they have tweaked and changed a lot of the items. I think there were over 6,000 changes or so. But the most important part is that they actually added some content called Tomb of the Heretic, and it's actually a relatively secret place to go to. So you might remember the Shader Riggs character who gave you items every time you went to him after a break. I mean, you go to him, play a little, go back to him, he gives you another item, etc., etc. And he always kept saying that you are in his debt, and finally he decides to cash in. So if you go to Riggs, he will have a quest for you, and you will have to gather some stones, and I will show you where to go. First of all, we're going to Corvin Sands, I think. Yeah, we go to Corvin Sands. Okay, let's go. Okay, that's the place. So just go to the east from the waypoint, and there's a secret area here. Ooh. So there's an urn here. Normally, if you're here for the first time, it drops a nice helmet that gives you +1 all skill levels, and you go in here. You of course need the Forgotten Gods expansion for this, and once you go in here, there are a lot of bugs here. You just kill the bugs, and there are some like 3 levels in here, and at the end you will find a boss, and that will drop the first stone. It's pretty straightforward from here. So, and the first stone talks about 2 griffon statues or something, and that's accessed via going to Corvin Sands again. This time we go directly south. Yep, the griffon statues are nearby. There we are, and from the statue on the left hand side or the west, there's a secret passage here again. Again, it's pretty straightforward from here. Just go, and do not go up here, and just go straight forward to the Forlorn Bastion, and then you will obtain the second stone as well. And for the third, where was it? In here. Hold up. Remember. Oh, that's the. Okay. Let me see. I think that's the. No, that's the entrance. Hold up a sec. Forgot. Was it the Oasis? Oh, I remembered. Yeah. Just go to the Oasis Rift. Yeah. Sorry about that. Forgot for a second. And you go up here, which leads to the passage that leads to the Vanguard of the Tree, the forward base in the expansion. Just go down there. Yeah. So they have added a new area to this place as well. Just go to the upper left corner, or that is the northwest corner. Just keep moving. Yep. And there we are here, as you can see. Let me clear this place up. Okay. What? What? That's interesting. Why is it? It doesn't allow me to cast the... What? That's very weird. Well, okay, that's stupid. Okay. Normally, this character cannot break because all I have is damage over time effects and they do not break battles and such. So I have to put the sigil of consumption under somewhere so I can access the area. This time it didn't work. It was very weird. So it's pretty straightforward from here as well. You can't get lost here. You just go down, down, and there's a boss, and that drops the third seal, the third stone. After that, you go to the Corvan City Rift. Just go south a bit, and at the first intersection, turn east, turn right. Just go straight forward. Yep, here. Oh no, that was a bad move. I guess I can still get out. Yep. And that's Path of the Damned. It's a small area. Just run past through. There will be some lore books around which give minor XP. You don't have to do it on normal. I mean, you can just directly do it on ultimate like I did. And we are at the Lost Oasis. There's a waypoint here. As you can see, it's close by. Get to the waypoint, and after that you actually step in the tomb. And in the tomb, like most skeleton key areas, there is a farmable area, and after that you will have to provide a skeleton key to get in, and if you die your progress will reset, so keep that in mind. And it's relatively hard. I mean, it's not too hard, but it's not very easy either. I mean, it's harder than what was the name, the Steps of Torment, Bastion of Chaos, I mean the other skeleton key dungeons. So here we are in the Tomb of the Heretic, and there is also a shrine here, and at this location there is a guard that protects the dungeon. Okay. Let me just beeline. Yep. I'll just run past through. Of course you can farm these, and there we almost are. Okay. And there's the gatekeeper, and there's the door that needs a skeleton key. It's not very hard. This build is very tough. You might remember I made a video for it. And now we can get in, and the inside is not very hard, like I said. With the introduction of this place, the 7 new achievements have also been added to the game. First off, well, there's not a specific order, but let me show you here. Okay, so the first one would be the Grand Magus Morganet. The stones that we gather are called Morganet blah blah. So that's the last boss. Finish the Tomb of the Heretic, and that's what this achievement means. This means finish it on the ultimate difficulty, and there's a finish it in hardcore mode, but you can do it on normal. So if you have a level 100 hardcore character, you can just do it on normal with ease, because the monsters are like level 75 or something. And then we have to settle your death with rigs. So after you kill the final boss, you obtain a stone, you obtain an iris, and once you return the iris to rigs, the quest will be completed and the achievement will trigger. So it's kind of equivalent to completing the Tomb of the Heretic, because it's the same. I mean, after you complete the Tomb of the Heretic, you get the iris, and once you turn the iris into rigs, the achievement will complete. Then we have, you might remember the Flames of Valbury in the Ethereal Skeleton Key dungeon. There is also something similar in the Ancient Grove, the Beast Skeleton Key dungeon. So there's an event here. You start it, the door locks, and a lot of powerful monsters and a few bosses start attacking you, and you actually have to finish that place and loot the chest there, which will give you the achievement. It's not very hard, and there's no difficult level indicated, so you can do it on normal. And next up we have the slay all of the 7 Corvan Magi in the Tomb of the Heretic. When you go in the Tomb of the Heretic with the skeleton key, there is a small area to the east in the Tomb of the Heretic. I mean, if you do the place, it's not missable. 2 mages spawn there always, and there is a total of 7 Magi. So every time you do the place, you encounter 2, and killing all 7 will trigger the achievement. So you will just go into Tomb of the Heretic, kill 2, then kill 2 more, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more, and finally the achievement will trigger. I mean, it will take like 10 or 12 tries or something, but keep in mind you will have to provide the skeleton key every time, so it's not very hard. And finally, slay 5 associates of rigs in a single journey. For that, you will have to go, after you settle your debt with rigs, which means completing this place and returning the iris to him, a new speech option will unlock. I'll show. Get the rigs, and then, so you see here I had enough of your associates, send them away. So after you complete the Tomb of the Heretic, you can actually provoke rigs into sending his associates at you, and when you do that, he's gonna ask you if you're sure or something, and if you say okay, in some regions of the Forgotten Gods expansion, there will be some monsters called humanoid monsters, humans, called associates of rigs, and you will have to kill 5 of them in a single game. So the ones I have encountered are, you can find some in the Temple of Osir, you can find some in the Cairn Docks, some in Corvan Sands, some in Ruins of Abid, and some in Tomb of the Eldritch Sun, 2nd floor, and they will be in groups of 3 or 2, so finding 2 groups will trigger the achievement. So that's about it, I think. Yeah, that's the 7th achievement. So we already have an achievement guide for all the remaining achievements. So this makes up to 185 out of 185. Like I said, if you have any questions regarding the other achievements, I have a guide for the full achievements. Like I said, if you have any questions, just drop a comment and I will try to help you to the best of my ability. Bye bye, guys.